clouds of them. Rage, cry, there was some confusion. Of them. Rage, cry, there was some confusion. Singing hands, just broken clouds of them. Rage, cry, there was some confusion.
There it is, song number 2 on MSI this week. Let's go straight to Tommy, find out what he thought about that one. Tommy, your thoughts?
I liked that one. It was very nicely produced, very full mix. The vocals were a little uneven throughout the song. Sometimes they were loud enough, other times they would dip into the track. I would suggest, again, as always, try to find the space that's there on every track for a vocal, or the space that you make for a vocal. You know, you could also ride the vocal throughout the song. That may have been done here, but it just missed in some areas. Like I said, very well produced. Enjoyable, kept my interest throughout. Again, my only problem was with the vocal.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, Tommy. Thank you for your thoughts on that. Let's go to Dave Carrera. Dave, what do you think of song number 2?
Enjoyed that. Yeah, that was good. That was head nodding along to that one. On the production level, the only thing I would have left out or took out or asked Tommy or someone to drop out would be the questionable tom fills. They didn't seem to work for any reason. It just seemed to be put in for no reason at all, to fill space. And as Tom said, leave the space open. This song just needed to drive, just solid. Where it was doing that, it sounded great, and I enjoyed that. I did actually enjoy that, and that would have got my 79 cents from iTunes.
Okay, well, I appreciate your thoughts as well. Ian, what do you think of song number 2?
I reckon this is Robert Smith from The Cure and Trent Reznor's Love Child. Personally, I mean, I don't know. Again, it hasn't really grabbed me. It was quite repetitive. There was some nice dynamics going on in the track itself, but the track didn't really go anywhere. The intro was strong. I thought, yeah, we're in for a great song here. And then it just didn't go where I wanted it to. My biggest bugbear for this track is I could not understand the vocals. They were over-affected, probably a little bit slow in the mix as well. And I'm a lyric man personally. I like to hear what people are saying. I think he was muttering something about money in the cookie jar or something. I'm not quite sure. Um, the
I
beats, the
thought that was
bass.
just me, Ian. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, okay. The beats, the bass, everything, well placed. Very well mixed, very well produced. Catchy little guitar riff in there. And there was some nice ear candy going on, like the tape slides and the bleeps and the noises just sort of sat just nicely in the background, so you could hear them, but they weren't dominating at all. The ending, far too abrupt for my liking, but it was one of them sort of ends where you go, oh, it's finished. Never mind. It didn't leave me wanting to hear more. It didn't leave me grabbed. The guitar I found dipped in and out as well. Did you hear that, Tom? Like when it was sort of playing the notes quite high in the mix, they were there, but when it sort of went down to the lower notes, it just disappeared in the mix, which is probably an EQ thing where it's messing with something else playing underneath it.
Yeah, it has to do with putting things. I agree with you on that. And especially with the vocals and the guitar, it's a matter of finding the instrument's place and creating the space for it. And you're absolutely right. When it went up, it was the frequency. It was in an area by itself, but when it came down with the rest of the instruments, it got kind of lost. Yeah.
And what people need to remember is when they're putting effects on vocals like that, in a mix, it might sound great. But then if you're going to go and master the track and you put heavy compression on, all you're going to do is bring them effects up louder in the mix. So it's often better to back them off in the mix and then use the compression to bring them up a little bit to the level you want on the finished track.
All right. Now, in the chat room, it's been said that, why are lyrics important? Why don't you look at the voice as an instrument as opposed to a delivery mechanism for lyrics?
That's a very, very fair comment, and a vocal used that way is fine, but you might as well be singing an R or an U to me. If there's a lyric, then it's obviously got a purpose in being there, or in my mind, it should have. If you're going to put a lyric to a song, it should have a point of being there, and I want to hear that.
All right, makes perfect sense to me. Tommy, you had something you wanted to say.
Well, yeah, just tell everybody in the chat, yes, we do read the chat, and I do read the chat, as you can see. The best way to make vocals and the tracks, well, let's just stay with the vocals. Like I said, that was my biggest problem, was with the vocals. EQ and proper compression. There's no law against putting two EQs on it or an EQ, compressor, EQ. There's lots of things you can do. The worst thing you can do is, like Ian said, is put the effects on and then compress the overall mix or compress after the effects, because it will bring them up. And it just sort of like was almost like it was phasing in and out on the vocal. But I still think it's a strong song. It's very poppy. It's I think that's, Ian doesn't like the ear candy poppy things. I think he wants.
Oh no, I like the ear candy. I just don't like the song. It's not my kind of thing. Simple as that.
All right.
Okay.
Dave, did you have any thoughts on you'd like to add to that?
Just two very quick notes. Three minor ones then. So, yep, I like the song. Fine, that's good. Second thing, yes, we are reading the chat room. I'm just laughing away.
Go on, Dave.
And the third thing is, I'm really glad where I've spent my money this week, because I bought exactly the same soundproofing panels as Tommy's got.
Well, there you go, Tommy. How about that?
What? What?
He's got he's got the same
panels on the wall.
soundproofing panels.
Oh, Yeah, I've got. I just spent a large amount of money redoing the studio, and
I can feel your pain, Tommy. Yeah, I'm doing the same.
oh yeah, you know, you want to cry on someone's shoulder, you can just, you know, and the
I,
money, and the money, and the
I
money.
will offline. I will take you up on that offer.
All right, guys, let
Who
me
was it,
introduce.
Rich?
Yeah, let me introduce that song for everybody. Song number 2 is called "Cock Crow" by 835. 835 is the name of the group. Cock Crow is the name of the track. Appreciate them signing up on MSI and submitting that song. Guys, now you have the task of finding out what you'd like as Song of the Week. I'm going to leave it to you three. Discuss it amongst yourselves, see what you think.
First off, I'd just like to say thanks for trying to get them into trouble. That was fantastic.
That's what I do.
Yes, it was better than songs number 1 and 3. I cast my vote for number 2.
I concur. I liked number 2. Definitely, and still would put my 79 cents into iTunes for it. Did enjoy it. A little bit more work, but I did enjoy it.
Well, you know, number 2's one. I'm going to go with that by default because none of the tracks this week have really sort of sparked my attention. It's a shame when you look back across the songs of the week that we've had previous. We've had some cracking songs, and this show, I don't know, it's a bit of a letdown for me.
But you know, that's one of the things when you select songs at random. There are going to be weeks when you get everything you can ever want in a song. There are going to be weeks when you don't. So, you know, I have to stand up for the way we put the show together and say that to do it any other way would be cheating. And
Right.
that's one of the things we don't do here. We got to be fair. We do it at random.
And
I
I'm
totally agree
so
with the random, but,
sorry
you
we
know.
spoiled your evening, Ian.
Well, it's just not good enough, Tom. You know, you're going to have to work harder next time, mate.
Tom, Ian's only about a mile and a half down the road. I can go and give him a big cuddle for you.
Yeah, bring a bottle of whiskey,
Yeah,
dude.
he needs a hug, Ian. I shouldn't make fun. I know you look forward to wonderful music every Sunday, because from what I heard on Thursdays and Fridays, you don't get that wonderful music. Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, hello.
Dave, if you're coming down, bring a bottle of whiskey and 2 straws, right?
I will, mate. Don't you worry.
I've got a video camera. We'll give it a shot, see what happens.
That's for the MSI blog, yeah?
Absolutely.
That's right, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, guys, thanks for being with us this week. Dave, we really appreciate the fact that you took the time out of your busy schedule to join us.
My pleasure.
We
My pleasure.
definitely would love to have you back again. We want to see what that studio looks like when you finish it.
I hope it will be finished by the time you ask me back. Yep.
Absolutely. We certainly hope so as well. Ian, Tommy, thank you for being here as well this week. We appreciate it. Thanks, everyone out in the chat room, for joining us as well. And if you want to be on MSI, you want to hear your music, very simple. Go to msi.icweekly.net, sign up, and submit your songs. It's as simple as that. We don't discriminate, but then again, this ain't American Idol either. You're not going to win $1 million. You're not going to get a record contract, but you will get some good advice on how to make your music better, because that's what we do right here at MSI. Thanks for being with us, everyone. We'll see you again next week right here.
bye-bye.